Scott Coker, the Bellator president. I wanted to talk to you briefly about the rest of this card because it is a strong one. When you look at this welterweight division, Michael Venom Page, 4-fight win streak since losing in the welterweight World Grand Prix to current champ Douglas Lima. But he's got let's say, red-hot Derek Anderson in front of him. We've got Bellator rankings now. There's a larger title picture. How close could the winner of this one be to stepping up to the highest level?
I mean, definitely it's going to help, improve their position. And then we'll see how the rankings fall out. And, we announced a fight with Douglas Lima against Amosov, and that's going to be the next one. And then we'll see how it goes from there. Listen, Derek Anderson is a fighter that we've been trying to put this fight together with MVP for probably, the last 3 or 4 cycles. So for some reason, somebody got hurt or this person dropped out and then it just never happened. But this will be a good test for MVP. And listen, I love both those kids' styles. I love MVP. I love Derek Anderson. And, to me, I'm looking forward to just sitting back and watching a great fight.
And the other main card bout comes from the lightweight division. Patricky Pitbull, of course, the brother of 2-division champion Patricio, going in there against the showstopper Peter Queally. And I don't know if this will end in a problem here, Scott, but if Patricky keeps winning at lightweight and his brother's the champ, his goal is to be the champ too. What are we going to do here?
Oh, boy, I don't know. I mean, there's been some crazy talk around here because, that's what I said to me. You never know. These brothers might want to fight. They're that crazy. I said, I don't know about that. Let's cross that bridge when it comes. But, he's got his hands full. I mean, Peter Queally is no joke. He comes from SPG. They have that rivalry, that little battle going back and forth between those gyms. So I think it's going to be heated. I think this fight's going to be really heated and interested to see what happens. And then the winner will advance up the rankings, and then we'll start putting, after the fight, with AJ and Pitbull, we'll see what he wants to do. If he wants to move up to lightweight and defend his belt, if not, he's got to let it go at some point. But it's going to be up to him, and he's still our lightweight champion. And these guys are all fighting to get to that title shot. And let's, again, if Peter wins, he's going to be right up there on the top. And Pitbull wins. Pitbull versus Pitbull. Don't count it out.
Whew, you never know. Let's go back to Danny Brenner for any questions for Bellator president Scott Coker.
Yeah, we'll have time for 2 or 3 questions here. We'll start with Gareth Davies. Your line is live.
Yes, London calling again. Scott, it's been so obvious tonight with the 4 athletes on the call, and indeed an exemplary 257 event just gone, that when there's so much puerile and juvenile smack talk on social media, that your athletes, warriors that they are, carry themselves so well, and there's so little trash talking. What does that mean to you?
Well, listen, every athlete is different. Sometimes, it goes the other way. But these gentlemen on the call today, on the Zoom call, and on the phone, I mean, they're professional. They've been at this for a long time. They know what's on the line next Friday, and they're going to bring it. And I don't think win, lose, or draw, you're not going to hear any excuses. But I think there's going to be some fireworks next Friday night on Showtime. So tune in.
Manabu.
Yeah.
Your line is live.
Okay, Scott, can I ask you one thing about Kyoji? Because Juan Archuleta told us that he didn't get the chance to the title shot this time. So how much do you concerning about Kyoji will be a next title challenger?
I'll tell you, it's something that, we'll definitely have a discussion after this fight. Let's see how this fight goes for these gentlemen. There's a lot of competition coming up in the bantamweight division. And so, we'll see how it is. Listen, I love Kyoji. He's a great fighter. I think he's definitely, top 2 or 3 in the world right now. When he fights or when he doesn't fight, I'm just not sure. But I will say this, we have tried several times to send Juan to Japan to fight. But the dates just kept moving, and, we just couldn't figure it out. So it didn't happen, but it is, we're open to it because I don't mind these cross-promotional fights. I enjoy them, but the timing has to be right. It has to work for, obviously, Sakakibara, but it also has to work for us as a company, and we're getting very busy.
Jake, your line is live.
Hi, Scott. How are you doing? Fighting in Bellator 258's co-main event is two former UFC title contenders who many fans were really excited about when they both signed late last year. This week, rumours circulated that the former UFC welterweight champion Tyron Woodley had been released from the promotion. Would you be interested in bringing him across to Bellator MMA at all?
I'll tell you, I haven't heard officially that he's released, and I'm not sure what his plans are. I'm not sure he's going to retire or what, but for me, T Wood and I are friends. We'll always have a conversation, and we'll take it from there. But right now we don't have any plans to, because I just don't know what his plans are.
Igor, your line is live.
Hi there, Scott. Russia calling.
Hello.
Do you have already any options for Fedor? Maybe it's Overeem or Dos Santos. Do you have any options for him?
Yes. You know what? We did speak about 3 days ago, and we talked about opponents, and he's going to go and talk to the coach and get back to me. So we're expecting any day now we'll have an opponent for Fedor, maybe even something we can announce next Friday on the broadcast. But for right now, we don't have anything to announce, but we will shortly.
All right, we've had London and Russia, and now we'll go to Amsterdam. Santiago?
Hi, Scott. Greetings from Amsterdam. Last night, Dutch Fight Network broke the news that Costello Van Steenis is out of his fight with Lorenz Larking. Is the promotion trying to find a new opponent for Lorenz to keep him on this Bellator 258 card?
Yes, we are. That was unfortunate. I had just heard about it, and so we're in the process of booking Lorenz another fight. So we'll know, probably today or tomorrow if that's going to happen. But I'm feeling that pretty good that we will find Lorenz another opponent.
All right, and we'll wrap things up here with Damon Martin. Damon?
Scott, when we spoke a couple of months ago, you were one of the people kind of on the early train of, touting that Jake Paul would beat Ben Askren, and you were just being honest about it. Obviously, it happened. We've seen so much these last couple of weeks of people trying to call him out and fight him, crossover. You're one of the few guys in MMA who's always been open to crossovers and open to cross promoting and things like that. Are you interested in getting involved in the Jake Paul business?
Well, listen, I have a lot of respect for those guys. They definitely are disruptors. They've, built a nice business for themselves. But it has to be fair. And what I mean by that is, look, we are in the business of mixed martial arts, right? So if you want to come fight one of our guys, right, and you want to fight a grappler or a wrestler, and so you have the advantage, well, that's fine. I respect that. But you have to come fight our guy in MMA too, because that's what they do. Our fighters are not just boxers. They're, mixed martial artists. So to me, if it's an even playing field, we'll participate. And that's really how I feel that it should go down. Now, if they're two boxers and they choose to fight each other, that's a different story. But how I feel is, if you want to just keep fighting the grapplers and the wrestlers, then there has to be something that's equitable for us, which is maybe a rematch in mixed martial arts. And I think those kids can do it. You're talking about a very high level college background in wrestling. They're young, they're physical, they're not afraid to spar, get hit. They're training with some of the best boxers in the planet right now. And so I think they could do it, but that would have to be something that would have a conversation in depth about how we would work that out.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. I'll turn it back to BC to wrap this up.
Thank you so much, Danny. Thank you so much to the media members for taking part. Bellator President Scott Coker and our co-main event and main event participants. A reminder, Bellator 258 can only be seen on Showtime Friday, May 7th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. The bantamweight title main event and the quarter-final round matchup of the Bellator Light Heavyweight World Grand Prix, Rumble versus Romero. Yeah, wow. Buckle up. Can't wait to check that out. This is Brian Campbell, of course. Thank you so much for joining us. The Bellator 2